Hello students, let's begin with the new chapter. This is body fluids and circulation. In this chapter, we will discuss about the body fluids and its circulation within the body. The main body fluids are blood and lymph. What is blood? Blood is a special connective tissue that circulates in principal vascular system of man and other vertebrates, consisting of fluid matrix, plasma and formed elements. What is plasma? The liquid part of blood or lymph, which is straw colored viscous fluid constituting nearly 55% of blood. 90 to 92% of plasma is water and 6 to 8% is proteins. The major proteins are fibrinogen, globulin and albumins. These are the major protein found in plasma. Fibrinogen is required in blood clotting or coagulation of blood. Globulins involved in defense mechanism of the body. Albumin helps in osmotic balance of blood. Plasma also contains a small amount of minerals, glucose, amino acids and lipids. Plasma without the clotting factor is called serum. The next constitution of blood is formed elements. These are erythrocytes. Erythrocytes, also known as RBC, that is red blood cells. RBC is the most abundant of all the cells of blood. 5 to 5.5 million RBC found per mm³ of the blood, produced from the red bone marrow in the adult. RBCs divide of nucleus in most of mammals, biconcave in shape, red in color due presence of complex conjugated protein called hemoglobin. That is, the red color of blood is due to hemoglobin. 12 to 16 gram of hemoglobin present per 100 ml of blood in a healthy adult. RBCs have average lifespan of 120 days, after which it is destroyed in the spleen. So, spleen is commonly known as the graveyard of RBCs. The next formed element is leukocytes. Leukocytes, also known as white blood cells or WBCs, they are colorless due to lack of hemoglobin. They are nucleated and relatively lesser in number, which averages 6000 to 8000 mm³ of blood. We have two main category of RWBC. These are granulocyte. Granulocytes are neutrophils, basophils and eosinophils. Agranulocytes, lymphocytes and monocytes. These are the agranulocytes. Neutrophils, about 60 to 65% of the total WBCs are phagocytic in nature. These are neutrophils. Basophils, around 0.5 to 1% of WBCs are basophils. These basophils secretes histamine, serotonin and heparin and also involved in inflammatory reactions. Eosinophils, 2 to 3% resist infection and also associated with allergic reaction. Lymphocytes, T cells and B cells constitute 20 to 25% and involved in the immune response of the body. That is, lymphocytes are mainly T cells and B cells and it constitutes 20 to 25% of total WBCs. Monocytes, 10 to 15%. Monocytes are phagocytic in nature and becomes macrophages. Next formed element is thrombocytes. Thrombocytes, also known as blood platelets. Thrombocytes are actually fragments of megakaryocytes. So, thrombocytes are produced from fragmentation of megakaryocytes. Blood normally contain 1,50,000 to 3,50,000 platelets per mm cube, involved in releasing thromboplastin, which is required to initiate blood coagulation. Blood groups. Two blood grouping mechanisms, ABO and RH system. These are two blood groups, ABO blood group and RH system. ABO grouping. ABO grouping is based on the presence or absence of two surface antigens on the RBCs, namely A and B. Plasma of different individuals contains two natural antibodies, anti-A and anti-B. Blood groups. Blood group AB and O. Antigens on the surface of RBCs. When blood group is A, antigen is A. Then formed antibody in plasma is anti-B. Possible recipients having blood group AB. Prospective donors having blood group O or A. Blood group B. The antigen on blood group B is B. Antibody in plasma is anti-A, that means for A. Possible recipients having blood group B and AB. Prospective donors having blood group O and B. Blood group AB. Antigen on the surface of RBCs is A and B. Antibody in plasma, no antibody in plasma for AB blood group. Possible recipients having blood group AB for AB. Prospective donors having blood group O, A, B and AB. So AB is called as universal recipients. For blood group O, antigen on the surface of RBCs, that is no antigen on the surface of blood group O. Antibody in plasma for blood group O, anti-A and anti-B. This antibody is present in the plasma for blood group O. Possible recipients having blood group O, A, B, AB. Prospective donors having blood group O. Blood group O is called as universal donor. In a mismatched transfusion, the antigen of the donor reacts with antibody of the recipient to cause a reaction called clumping of agglutination. Person with blood group O has no antigen, hence can donate blood antibody, called universal donor. Person with blood group AB has no antibody in his plasma, hence can receive blood from anybody, called universal recipient. RH grouping. RH grouping. Another antigen, the RH antigen similar to one present in rhesus monkeys, hence RH, is also observed on the surface of RBCs on majority, that is nearly 80% of population. Person with RH antigen is said to be RH positive. Person without RH antigen is said to be RH negative. Person with RH negative blood transfused with RH positive blood forms anti-RH antibody and destroy the RH positive RBCs. A special case of RH incompatibility mismatching has been observed between the RH negative bloods of pregnant mother with the RH positive blood of the fetus. During parturition, the RH positive fetal blood mixed with the RH negative maternal blood, hence anti-RH antibody formed in mother's blood. In successive pregnancy, the anti-RH antibody from mother's blood leaks into the fetal body blood and destroy the RH positive RBCs. This caused HDN, hemolytic disease in newborn, or erythroblastosis foetalis. This can be prevented by administering anti-RH antibody to the mother immediately after the delivery of the first child. Coagulation of blood. Injury to the blood vessel leads to loss of blood called hemorrhage. There is an intrinsic mechanism to stop hemorrhage is called hemostasis or coagulation of blood or blood clotting. Blood clotting, injured tissue, blood platelets. Injured tissue releases thromboplastins and blood platelets also release thromboplastins, which is a calcium protein. Now, this thromboplastin acts on thrombokinase. Now, the thrombokinase acts on prothrombin and convert it into thrombin. This thrombin act on fibrinogen and convert it into fibrin, and now this fibrin with blood cells forms the clot. Clot or coagulation is formed mainly of a network of threads called fibrins in which dead and damaged formed elements of blood are trapped or entangled. Fibrin is formed by the conversion of inactive fibrinogens in the plasma by an enzyme called thrombin. Thrombin formed from inactive prothrombin of the plasma due to presence of enzyme thrombokinase. All these activation required the initial clotting factor called thromboplastin, either released from the injured tissue or platelets. Calcium ions play a very important role in the coagulation of blood. Lymph. The colorless, mobile fluid connective tissue drains into the lymphatic capillaries from the intercellular spaces. Composition. Composition of lymph. It is composed of fluid matrix, plasma, white blood corpuscles or leukocytes. Contains less amount of protein than plasma. Divide of RBCs. Function of lymph. It drains excess tissue fluid from extracellular spaces back into the blood. It contains lymphocytes and antibodies. It transports digested fats. Circulatory pathways. Open circulatory system. Open circulatory system found in arthropods and mollusks. Blood from the heart pumped into the open spaces in the body cavity called sinuses. The body cavity remained filled with blood. The body cavity remained filled with blood, hemolymph called hemocoel. Closed circulatory system. Closed circulatory system found in annelids, echinoderms and all chordates. Blood from the heart pumped into definite blood vessels. Blood circulated in a wide network of blood vessels throughout the body. Blood circulated in a regulated manner. Heart and circulation in vertebrates. Fish have two-chambered hearts with one atrium and one ventricle. Amphibian and reptilian, except crocodile, has three-chambered heart with two atria and one ventricle. Crocodiles, birds and mammals possesses a four-chambered heart with two atria and two ventricles. In fishes, the two-chambered heart pumped deoxygenated blood to the gills for oxygenation and then circulated to the body. This is called as syncytial circulation. In amphibians and reptilians, the left atrium receives oxygenated blood from the lungs and the right atrium receives deoxygenated blood from the body. Blood from the atria pumped into the ventricle from which the mixed blood pumped into the body. Incomplete double circulation. In birds and mammals, oxygenated and deoxygenated blood received by left and right atria, respectively, passed into ventricle of their side. The ventricles pump it out without any mixing up. This is called double circulation. Human circulatory system. Human circulatory system. Heart, Heart is originated from embryonic mesoderm. Heart is situated in the thoracic cavity in between two lungs, slightly tilted towards left. It has the size of the clenched fist. Heart is covered by a double-walled bag pericardium. Human heart is four-chambered, two relatively smaller upper chamber called atria and two lower longer larger chamber called ventricles. Two atria are separated by a thin muscular wall called interatrial septum. A thick walled interventricular septum separates two ventricles. Atrium and ventricle of same side is separated by a thick fibrous tissue called the atrioventricular septum. Each of atrioventricular septa is provided with an opening through which the atrium and ventricle of same side are connected, called atrioventricular opening. Right atrioventricular opening is guarded by tricuspid valve. Left atrioventricular opening is guarded by bicuspid or mitral valve. The right ventricle opens into systemic aorta and left ventricle opens into pulmonary aorta. Both the aorta is guarded by semilunar valves. The valves in the heart allow unidirectional flow of blood, that is from atria to ventricles and from ventricles to their respective aorta. Conducting system of human heart. The entire heart is made of cardiac muscles. The wall of the ventricle is much thicker than the atria. A patch of nodal tissue is present in the right upper corner of the right atrium called the sinoatrial node. Another nodal tissue present in the posterior to the interventricular septum called AV node, that is atrioventricular node. A bundle of nodal fibers, atrioventricular bundle, AV bundle, continued as AV bundle through the interventricular septum called and divided into right and left atrioventricular bundle called bundle of His. The bundle of His gives rise to profuse branches to the wall of the ventricles called Purkinje fibers. SA node generates the force of contraction for autorhythmicity of heart, hence called pacemaker of the heart. Our heart normally beats 70 to 75 times in minute, average 72 beats per minute. Cardiac cycle. The cyclic events takes place in each heartbeat is called one cardiac cycle. Let's start with all the four chambers of heart are in a relaxed state, that is in joint diastole. As the tricuspid and bicuspid valves are open, blood from the pulmonary veins and vena cava flows into the left and right ventricles respectively through left and right atria. Semilunar valves are closed at this stage. Sinoauricular node generates the action potential which stimulates contraction of both atria, called atrial systole. This increases the blood flow from atria to their respective ventricles by 30%. The action potential from sinoauricular node passed to atrioventricular node and then to Purkinje fibers through atrioventricular bundles. This initiates ventricular systole. The atria undergo relaxation, that is diastole. During ventricular systole, the intraventricular blood pressure increases that leads to closing of tricuspid and bicuspid valves. leads to production of first heart sound called lub sound. Further increase in pressure leads to opening of semilunar valves. Oxygenated blood from the left atrium pumped into systemic aorta and deoxygenated blood from the right atrium pumped into the pulmonary aorta. Ventricular systole followed by ventricular diastole. Intraventricular blood pressure decreases leads to closing of semilunar valves, causing second heart sound, that is dub. As the ventricular pressure declines further, there is opening of bicuspid and tricuspid valves. Blood from the atria flows into the ventricles freely. The ventricle and atria relaxed simultaneously called joint diastole. This sequential event in the heart which cyclically repeated called cardiac cycle. The heart beats 72 times per minute. Each cardiac cycle takes 0.8 seconds to complete. During a cardiac cycle, the ventricles pumped 70 ml blood to the aorta called stroke volume. Stroke volume multiplied by heart rate, heartbeat per minute, this is heart rate, gives the cardiac output. Cardiac output for human heart is 5000 ml. Electrocardiograph. Electrocardiograph is a graphical representation of the electrical activity of the heart during a cardiac cycle. Each peak in the electrocardiograph is identified with a letter from P to T that corresponds to a specific electrical activity of the heart. The P wave represents the electrical excitation or depolarization of the atria. The QRS complex represents the depolarization of the ventricles. The ventricular contraction starts shortly after the Q and marks the beginning of the ventricular systole. T wave represents the ventricular diastole, that is repolarization. The next is double circulation. Pulmonary circulation. Pulmonary circulation starts with right ventricle, from where deoxygenated blood is transported to the pulmonary artery. Then it goes to the lung. Lung oxygenate the deoxygenated blood. Then it goes to the pulmonary vein. Here oxygenated blood is present and it gets transported to the left atrium. Now in systematic circulation, left ventricle which receives blood from left atrium. Now left ventricle has oxygenated blood. It transports it through systemic aorta to the body. Here in body the consumption of oxygen takes place and now blood becomes deoxygenated. These deoxygenated bloods get collected by vena cava. Vena cava pour deoxygenated blood in the right atrium. Portal system. The deoxygenated blood collected from one organ by means of a vein, portal vein, entered into another organ before it is delivered to the systemic circulation. Hepatic portal system. The hepatic portal system carries deoxygenated blood from the intestine to the liver before it is delivered to the systemic circulation by means of hepatic vein. Coronary circulation. A special blood vessel, coronary vessel, is present in our body exclusively for the circulation of blood to and from the cardiac musculature. Regulation of cardiac activity. The rhythmicity of human heart is regulated by specialized nodal tissues, hence the heart is called myogenic. A special neural center in the medulla oblongata can regulate cardiac function moderately. Neural signal through sympathetic nerve can increase the heart rate and cardiac output. Neural signal through parasympathetic nerve can decrease the heart rate and cardiac output. Hormones of adrenal medulla, adrenaline, which secretes adrenaline, also increases the cardiac output. Now, disorders of circulatory system. Disorders of circulatory system. Hypertension. Hypertension is the term for blood pressure that is higher than normal, 120 out of 80. 120 mm of Hg is the systolic pressure and 80 mm of Hg is the diastolic pressure. Sustained blood pressure of 140 to 90 or higher is said to be hypertension. Blood pressure is measured by sphygmomanometer. High blood pressure leads to heart disease and also affects vital organs like brain and kidney. Coronary artery disease, often referred as atherosclerosis, affects the blood supply to the heart muscles. It is caused by deposition of calcium, fat, cholesterol, and fibrous tissue, which makes the lumen of coronary artery narrower. Angina, it is also known as angina pectoris, caused acute chest pain due to inadequate oxygen supply to the heart. It occurs due to blockade to coronary artery. Heart failure, it is the state of the heart when it is not pumping blood effectively. Cardiac arrest, the heart stops beating. Heart attack, heart muscle damaged suddenly by an inadequate blood supply to the heart muscles. Now, this chapter completes. In the next chapter, we will discuss about excretory products and their elimination. So, if you like this lecture, then please don't forget to share and subscribe among your friends. Thank you and goodbye.